Happy Friday, everybody. And this is Happy Space Day to those of us, to all of my Women's History Month people today are all about people getting into space. And so I'm excited about that for those of you guys, those of you out there who love astronauts. We got it for today. Happy Friday. Let's get to our announcement. All right. Today is Friday, March 4th, which is actually a verb as well. So these are your morning announcements. The mission of Westlake Middle School is to reveal the genius of each Wildcat through a culture of joy and excellence. Joy, respect, and excellence. Sorry. Let's get Wildcat ready, everyone. Our winter coats, backpacks, and purses are in our lockers. Our hats are off. Our hoods are down. Our AirPods are in our pocket, and our phones are in our lockers. All right, don't forget, face coverings are now optional. Students, if you choose to wear a face covering, that's fine. If you choose not to wear a face covering, that is also fine. Also, they are now optional on the buses as well. So just make sure that you understand that. If you want to wear one, if you're going to wear one, then you should at least wear it correctly and it's above your nose, below your chin. That's how you wear a mask. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for that. Look at our schedule for today. And I know a little bit we're under advisory, at least under my picture here, but it's advisory periods 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Student Alliance for Equity, your next meeting is Tuesday, March the 8th. All right, speaking of Women's History Month, some of you tried to come in here and get a little early on this yesterday, but y'all came in yelling at me. Sally Ride was the first woman in space. She was the first American woman in space, but the first woman in space was Valentina Tereshkova. Tereshkova was the first female in space. And so Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to travel into space. She spent 3 days in space and remains the only woman to do a solo space flight. And in fact, when she had spent her 3 days in space, it was longer than any male astronaut had done in America at that time, and only second to only one cosmonaut over in Russia. She retired from the Russian Air Force in 1997 as a major general, and she still is alive. And the first person to have that was Sophia Reeves from Miss Neff's class. Even though some of you came down and yelled out Sally Ride, that was not correct. And so, Sophia, come on down here and get your suckers from this. And then also, Mr. Bogenkamp's class, you did win it on Monday, and you can come and send someone down for that as well. I talked to her at lunch. I can't remember her name though. Here we go. First American in space is Sally Ride. She was the first American woman to go into space when she flew in the Space Shuttle Challenger, June 18th, 1983. She made 2 shuttle flights and later became a champion for science education and a role model for generations. And then May Carol Jamison, remember her from last month? She's an American doctor and NASA astronaut. In 1992, she became the first African-American woman to go into space. In 1993, she started her own company. She's been on TV as a guest actress. She also received 9 honorary doctorate degrees. So it's Dr. May Carol Jemison. And Ellen Ochoa, I might be in the way of Ellen's name. Ellen Ochoa, born in 1958. Ellen Ochoa loved science from an early age. She got her doctorate in electrical engineering from Stanford University and went to work for NASA. Ochoa has been on 4 space trips into space and was the first Latina in space in 1993. She's currently director of Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center in Texas. Ochoa has been honored by having 4 schools named after her. She has received a lot of awards, including 4 from NASA, the Harvard Foundation Science Award, Women in Aerospace Outstanding Achievement Award, and the Hispanic Engineer National Achievement Awards as Engineer of the Year. Whew, that is a lot. So now let's keep it in space. We're going to talk a little bit about Hidden Figures on Monday, and some actresses, and also Katherine Johnson. But who was the actress that played Katherine Johnson in the movie Hidden Figures? It should be an easy question to answer. Very good actress, but who was that actress? And we'll learn more about the actress and Katherine Johnson and another actress tomorrow on Monday's announcements. On time, every time, that is Wildcat time. Don't forget, 0 tardy between 2:14 and 3:14. We'll have slushies at lunch. Fewer than 2 tardies from 2:14 to 3:14. Treats at lunch. Hall sweeps, you guys have been actually doing an excellent job on the hall sweeps. We haven't had anybody yet get their second or third offense. And we, on 4 hall sweeps, we've collected 16 kids. So that's good about getting to class on time. Make sure you're also staying there as well. Remember about IXL diagnostic, those people that are going to the pizza party today have been called down. And so I will call them down out of their A or B lunch from that period of class. And don't forget too, if you are diagnosed, let's go back one. If you're diagnosed by March 17th, you will get both of them. You will come down to the cafetorium and you will get a Lucky Shamrock on March 17th. And then about 50 of those will have something on them as you pull. And 5 of those, some of those will be treats, some of those will be different items, but some of that will have $20 attached to the bottom of them. And that's what you'll be rewarded for Diagnostic IXL. Here at Roarbucks, you may buy items from the bookstore during lunch for your Roarbucks. All food should be in the cafetorium. No food should be eaten outside the cafetorium. Speaking of food, we are no longer able to heat up food or cook food for your students. Students, all restroom passes out of class are 5 minutes or less. You need your ID with you at all times. Of course, we will use it for breakfast and lunch. And all cell phones in your locker between 9:15 and 4:20. They'll be taken if they're seen or heard. Advisory right after this for Friday, March 4th. It is A+ day. And so listen too, we are sitting at T-minus 7 days from today that Q3 ends. 7 days, 5 school days till Q3 is over. Actually, 6 school days counting today because it's still got the rest of the day. Let's finish strong, Wildcats. I say that every end of the quarter, but let's do it. I want to get everybody on honor roll, not just the half the school. I want everybody on honor roll. I want everybody having a 3.2 GPA or higher. That is possible. That is within your grasp. Make sure it gets done. Talk to your teachers about that. Don't just inundate them with, if you have work done, get it done. But let's get everybody honor roll. Everybody in on the honor roll. Every Wildcat, every day gets better. That's our motto. Have a happy Friday, everybody. Get your work done. Finish strong. Everybody's on the honor roll. Everybody's diagnosed. Everybody shows growth. That's what we do here at West Lane. Let's get to it, Wildcats.